is it that we don't recognize Wilt Chamberlain?
Looking at his videos and stuff, like he was so freaking athletic. Like he would have been able to play any area, like jump over anybody.
You played against him. For those of us who never saw him live, what should people know about Wilt as a player?
Wilt averaged 50 in one season. He did. He averaged 50 in one season.
But it feels like Wilt Chamberlain, we look at it and go, he played in a different league. But I think we view it as, now that Wilt Chamberlain guy, he scored 100 in a game, like he was an alien.
If you have one player in NBA history that you could start a team around, who would it be?
I don't hate questions like that. It would be Wilt Chamberlain.
Why?
Because he's the greatest big man in the history of the game.
To say who is the greatest, we will never know that. I mean, in my eye, Wilt Chamberlain is the greatest basketball player.
Who do you think is the greatest of all time?
Wilt Chamberlain.
But we don't acknowledge, when the topic comes up, greatest players of all time, Wilt Chamberlain's name never comes up.
I think when you can see the similarities and you understand, this is one way you can judge the two. How much impact did each change or evolve the game?
With all the technology we have today, they didn't have the ankles, the MRI, all the stuff we have now, they didn't have back then.
It's literally the word unbelievable is very appropriate for him.
I would love to see him play against some of these centers today. It would be pretty embarrassing for them, to be candid with you.
One of the greatest scorers, rebounders ever. People's never seen someone like that in that era.
We talk about these great performances, and we show you stats, and we show you clips, and we compare these people to Wilt Chamberlain because that's basically who set the bar so high. But for a younger generation of basketball fans and people that watch and listen to our show, they think of Wilt Chamberlain as the guy who scored 100 points in a game, or they see 2 or 3 clips of him dunking. Explain to everyone just how versatile Wilt was.
Gather around, boys and girls. Let me teach you who the Big Dipper is.
Oh.
Let me teach you who Wilt the Stilt is.
All ears.
First of all, you can't compare that. He's on another level.
Here's a guy during a basketball season, averaged 50 points.
Wilt's 50. Did you feel like that's something he could have done every year?
No, that's special. That's once in a lifetime.
It seems incredible now to think he averaged 50 points.
Yeah, 25 rebounds. I mean, that's amazing.
And 25 rebounds.
50 points and 25 rebounds.
You sort of look back, he averaged 50.4 points a game in a season. So he got 50 every single night.
It was a different
game. Yeah. It was a different game still. 50 points, 25 rebounds. It's 50 points and 25 rebounds. It's a credit to what a physical specimen he was and how talented he
Was a 7-footer who literally should have his own record book. This is why a 6'3" guard like Russell Westbrook is being compared to him for triple doubles. A 6'5" guard like James Harden is being compared to him for the way he scores. And a 7-foot player like Jokic is being compared to him for having triple doubles because he's the unstoppable force in the history of basketball. And it's not just dunks. Look at that step back, one-leg jump shot.
People saw Michael Jordan dominate people with the fadeaway jumper, unstoppable shot. Wilt Chamberlain invented the fadeaway.
People act like Dirk invented that. Wilt was doing that then.
Finger rolls.
Finger rolls, dunks. He could put up video game